What we do here is go back.
We are back for take 2, video 2, part 2.
Out of 6 million.
Right.
I don't know how we're gonna do this.
Right. I'm a fix it. I'm a good editor, so we gonna work with it. Okay, so this is part 2. We supposed to did so part 1 we talked about rejection, and we supposed to had got through like 8 topics, but we was pushing 30 minutes, and we didn't want to keep it so long because I know people not gonna want to go past like 20 minutes really, so we had to cut it short. So in this video,
crazy, they can watch us all night.
Yeah, but this video we're going to talk about our marriage testimony because we were supposed to do the first one, but now we're going to talk about it on this one. So, so right quick, my husband, he had a video that he just uploaded about his testimony. So, I'm going to go quick through how we met and all stuff like that, but if you want to know the full details, you can go check his video.
I ain't the full detail about high school. I ain't at.
Okay, so it's just from when
college.
Linda Wood.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you doing? Oh, okay.
Readjust.
But yeah, so I'm gonna still post that link anyway because somebody could still use that and whatever. Okay, so real quick, so we had a math class in high school. He asked me to homecoming. He called me another girl name, so I said no because I had another boyfriend. I end up going to homecoming by myself because the dude did not go to my school. He got mad because he thought I was lying. And that was that. Fast forward, now it's 2010. We at Lindenwood. I'm at Lindenwood. He's at Missouri S&T, which is Rolla. In Rolla.
Engineering school.
Yes, an engineering school. And I saw him online one night, and I was just telling my roommate, I was like, girl, look, this is it. And I started telling her about him. I said, I'm finna mess with him. So I just thought, I wish I had those messages because I was straight pull them up and show y'all. But
so funny.
I was just messaging him. I don't know. I'm gonna look, and if I find them, I'm gonna put them in this video. But I was just like, hey, baby, just calling him all type of stuff, and I'm like, man, you my husband, we gonna get married, and I want to have all your kids, and he was just like, you talking, you know who you talking to, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm talking to you, and all of this. I mean, like throwing all game on him. And so the next day, I woke up, I was like, man, I know I shouldn't even play with him like that or whatever. So I think I was walking to class and I got a text or something. He was like, good morning, beautiful. And I'm like, oh, Jade, look, he wrote me. I should never even said nothing to him. Now I gotta talk to him. I just feel, all right, I'm just finna text him back. So I text him back and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was drunk last night. I did not mean anything I said. So I waited like 5 minutes. He never wrote me back like, okay or anything. And so I was like, let me just write him back. I think it was like 10 minutes later. I'm like, I'm just kidding, whatever. And he was like, oh, whew, okay. He thought he threw his phone and everything because he was just so upset. He was just mad because he thought. I
felt stupid.
Whatever. So fast forward. So that's how we started talking. And I had just came out of a very, very, very bad relationship that God delivered me from, and so I was battling with that, but we were still talking and going on and stuff like that. And fast forward 2011, well, okay, let me go back. Okay, so we were still kind of new in Christ, so we kind of like
we wasn't saved. We
were saved but wasn't saved.
We wasn't saved.
We wasn't living saved on the behind closed doors.
We wasn't saved.
So we, was sleeping with each other, of course. I mean, we was like, hey, shoot. I mean, hey, I thought I couldn't have kids because it was some things that the doctor had told me. So I was like, I told him that. We was like, cool, going on. And I think about maybe 5 months into our relationship, I got pregnant. And I was like, oh crap, my mama, she gonna rip me a new one, and all this other stuff. We were so scared of our parents, like my mama and his daddy. Oh my gosh, we was just so scared of him. So I ended up leaving and going on this trip with this thing called Enrolls that I was in at the time, and I got sick. I mean, I had I think it was like kidney disease or something like that. Something, and I was hospitalized. That's how bad it was. So, you know, the doctor had to write everything down in the report. So, of course, it said he prescribed me prenatal pills and everything like that. So, when I came home, my mom was like, let me see that paper the doctor gave you. I just want to see. So, I like threw it at her and ran down the steps. And I was like, So, I heard her, you know, she came down the steps and said some not so nice things to me. And yeah, so fast forward, we end up moving out in December of 2011. Our parents was against us getting married, so we was like, we just ain't gonna tell them. So we eloped December 26, 2011. We didn't tell nobody until late January, and that was only because my grandfather had passed away at the time, and I just wanted my mama to smile, and I thought that would help her, and which it did. So she ended up making us have a wedding, and I try to post some pictures if I remember.
You can post the video link too. It's on YouTube.
Link.
On YouTube.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I'll try to remember to post that link too. And then so we had that, and I end up was pregnant. Let me see, like 2 months later. So I had our first daughter, Kira. Please excuse them if you hear that. That's how you. They don't like to go to sleep. They night owls. But I had her. Ooh, when her birthday? Oh, November 28th.
2012.
November 28th. Yeah. 2012. Yeah. So
what happened to the first baby?
Oh yeah, I jumped. Okay, so yeah, mama. Okay, when she found out. But I ended up, let me tell you, God protected us. Okay, so she was making me get an abortion. I did not want an abortion. I didn't believe in it. But
this is going back to the first.
Yeah, the first baby.
Pregnancy.
Before we even moved out and got married and everything, I kind of jumped ahead of myself. And she made me go to Planned Parenthood. Of course, I dragged him along with me because I'm like, look, you going. Because, you know, we think our parents know best. And I was just thought what, you know, that my mama wanted me to do. And I thought that she was right. So maybe this was something that I had to do. And I didn't want to do it. I was against it, but I went. So they was like, you got to go to the first initial visit, and we got to see how far along you are. We got to talk to you, make sure you're doing this for the right reasons, stuff like that. And it was like $130. I get an ultrasound and everything like that. Set the appointment up, told my mama she was so happy, and she was like, yes. And I'm like dying on the inside because I'm just like, I don't want this to happen, but, you know, to please her, fine, I'll just do it. So let me tell you how God protected us. No lie, the morning that I was supposed to go get the abortion, it was like maybe about 3 hours before, I straight had a miscarriage. Like, I went to the hospital. I was bleeding all that night. All that night, and it was like this. I just felt something like a lump. And so when I looked, I was like, man, okay, I think this is a baby. So we went to the hospital, and they checked it out. They were like, yeah, there was a baby. We see why that your body kind of aborted it, because the baby never grew. So I was like 8 weeks, which is 2 months. And I was like, wow, the baby never grew. So that means if the baby heartbeat, you know, it never was beat, you know, never was beat. The baby heartbeat never developed. Y'all, please excuse me. It never developed. It was just a fetal pose, what they call it. So it's basically like the spine. This is all they saw. I don't know if y'all can see this. So I'm like, dang, why didn't the people at the abortion clinic even tell me? Because if you're doing an ultrasound, then you'll know. But they all about their money, so they don't care anyway. So God ended up taking the baby from us because he protected us and loved us that much. Because had I done that, I still would have been to this day thinking about that, and it would have been eating me alive, and we probably wouldn't have been together at all. So, but going back, so we ended up, you know, getting married. We had Kira, and we had Kylie. Now, Kira was about, was she 1? Or no, she was almost 1. She was about 9 months, and we had this house, and we had to unfortunately move out of this house because of some other reasons, and we moved back with my mom, and that's where things kind of took a turn. Do you want to explain some of the stuff that was going on?
Things took a turn for the worst. I was highly depressed. Like when we moved in the last piece of furniture back into her mom's house, I immediately shut down, went into quiet mode, got depressed, got unhappy. I let everybody know it. I was mad, upset, felt less of a man because we living with my wife's mom. I mean, it was completely out of our control though. The other house was not kept up by the landlords, and so the county had we had to move. And I believe this is where God took our marriage through a refining fire, and where he took us to where we got to this point today. Because had we not probably went through that, we would have probably went through something that was far less worse than that. It would have probably separated. So he had to turn up the heat on us, so to speak. And he had to take us out of our comfort zones. And that's what he did. So I immediately got upset, got mad, shut down, depressed for the entire duration of the time we were there.
And it was like 2 years, I think. Almost 2 years. Yep. It was like a year and 9 or 10 months or something like that.
And we didn't talk. We argued all the time when we did talk. We had, like, it would be visitors come over and we would act like nothing was going on. Nothing was happening in the marriage.
Nobody could never tell. Like, when we go out, I hold your hand and I kiss you and we do all the googly eyes and I smile. But the minute we hit that door back home, don't touch me, don't look at me.
2 different ways, 2 different rooms.
I didn't sleep in the same room. He slept in the room by himself. I slept in Kira's bed. I don't even know how I got pregnant with Kylie. It was just one little time and boom. I was pregnant and I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm having another baby by him. I slept on the couch for like 7 months. The other 2 months I slept in Kira's room. After I had Kylie, I slept in Kira's room. Everybody slept in Kira's room but him, and he slept in the bed by himself. And sometimes I'll go in there and sleep with him because I'll be feeling bad, like, dang, okay, well, let me just sleep in here with him just because. But no, I didn't like him. I didn't love him. I was just like, you know, God, you said this is my husband, so I don't know what was going on. But you need to fix him. But see, that's where I was wrong. First of all, God, when you come to God about your problems, he'll change you before he change the other person. And I remember we went to this one church, our old church, and we went up for prayer. Like I said, nobody never knew nothing was ever going wrong because I smiled like, oh no. And on the inside, he was dying like daily on the inside. We ain't even gonna get into all the thoughts that I was thinking because they was all impure. And anyway, so she was like, the pastor was praying and she said, God said he was trying to do something, he was trying to work something out in us, but he can't do that while we're in the condition and the state of our marriage, what it was in. And I was like, oh my God, don't tell me. I gotta like him, I gotta talk to him, I actually gotta, whatever, because we wasn't talking unless it had something to do with the kids. Well, at the time, first it was Kira, but then it was, both of them. And then another thing was the authority in the house. By us living with my mother, my kids would not listen to me. They would listen to her. They would be very disrespectful to me. I would tell them to do something, they wouldn't do it. They would act a fool, like everything. And I was so offended by that. I'm like, look, I raised y'all. Y'all was in my stomach for 9 months, making me throw up dang near every month. Because I have horrible morning sickness. And I'm just like, why, they can't listen to me. And they send a prayer like I'm listening to my mama. Well, they like, okay, well, who do I listen to? If you under somebody else's authority, I don't gotta listen to you then, So it was just horrible. But I remember this was one time where I just was like, forget it, Lord, we're gonna do it your way. It was like a bad argument that I was having with my mother. I don't even know what we were arguing about. It was horrible. Not saying that I was going off on her or anything, but I was yelling. But I was still being respectful, but I was yelling. I never cursed my mama out, and I never respectfully yelling, because she was just saying a lot of horrible things, and I was just basically defending myself. And I didn't like that, so I was just, whatever. And I guess he got tired of it. He came out of the cut and was like, I'm just like, who is this? Because he don't talk at all. Like, he's so quiet. He stayed to himself. He get off work, he take a shower, and he goes to his room. He don't say nothing. He come out, he use the bathroom, he eat, go back to his room. He try to keep the peace or whatever. So when I seen him come out the cut, I'm like, Jesus, who is, do I need to go get the oil and lay some hair? I didn't know what was going on. But let me tell you, it turned me on, because I was like, This man know I don't even like him, and he coming out here jumping to my defense. That was like the thing that just set me off to like, dang, okay, God, even through all this stuff we was going through, he still loved me enough to come out here and, you know, say some words, respectfully say some words to my mother.
Curse words,
no curse words, you know. And then my stepdad, you know, he came in, and that's why I was like, okay, we ain't finna do all this, we just finna be out. So within a month, we was out, and even where we moved, it was God, because, okay, that's just a whole nother, so I just don't feel like, look, y'all, it's nighttime, and I'm tired, so I don't feel like saying it all. But basically, okay, I'm just say it. The apartments that we live in now, well, we have a townhome, but the apartments that we were in before, nobody likes to move, so everybody likes to stay here. And the lady who lived there before us lived there for 9 years. So when we was there, when we came, the lady was like, no, we don't have nothing available now, but we're gonna have something just opened up. I just did a walkthrough with somebody and nobody put their name on it, so we ended up putting our name on it, whatever. Got approved, got moved in, and it just like been up from there. Like, dudes, we used to straight not like each other.
We grew closer. We
very close.
Became more attracted to each other. We became more intimate, holding hands, talking, staying up all night, laughing, going on dates when we could find a babysitter.
Speaking of which, how come y'all with like 10 kids got the most faithfulest babysitter ever, but little old us, we only got like 3 kids, and our kids not even bad. No lie, they not bad. But we can't even find like one babysitter. But okay.
But yeah, so our chemistry became more and more intense. Like, we fell in love all over again. It was like we were back out on our own, and then our son came in the picture.
Like, he used to go to school with me, because this was when he was working second shift, so he was off, I think, was you off Monday and Tuesday, or Wednesday and Thursday? It was like 2 days in the week he was off. So on one of the days, because I only went to school, I think, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So he would go to school with me. We'd get the kids up, you know, take them to daycare, pack our bags. At the time, he was going to an online school, so he was still has, you know, work to do. So we'd just go to the economics lab, and we'll have our little, you know, lunch or whatever. We'll sit there, eat, we'll do homework, and then I go to class. When class is over, I'll come back, you know, until, you know, I'm done, and we'll leave there whenever. And we just grew, like now, you can't tell me nothing about him. Like, dude, like, I would straight, like, I don't know, I would straight do anything for him. Like, he blessed me with the ability to be able to stay home. I haven't had a job in like 2 years, and we just been on his income. I don't get unemployment. I don't get, of course, no child support, nothing like that. Everything that comes in this household is on him, with income wise. So it's like, okay, I got these 3 kids that God blessed us with, and then I stay at home. So of course, you know, my wifely duties. I clean up about 3-4 times a day. I make the kids clean up. For punishment, clean your room. Getting on my nerves, clean your room. Get out my face, clean your room. Okay, you want to just stand here, clean your room. You know, they clean their room every single day.
They say, "Mommy, it is clean. Clean it again."
Yeah, I'm like, it's crumbs on the floor. Go clean the crumbs up. You know, do you need to use the vacuum? But of course, they can't use the vacuum. But it's just like, it's a lighter load on me letting them do stuff. And then there's also stuff pertaining to like homeschool. I did not know that I can log that as like homeschool too. So it's like, okay, I have them. They clean their room. The only thing I do in their room is laundry, put their clothes up, or vacuum. And they clean up the living room. I make them put all their toys up. I don't do nothing in the living room. I make them clean their own table out, put the dishes in the sink, all that stuff. So it's like, I cook. You know, he can have a meal dang near like every day. I try to make it by the time he get off work that, you know, he come home to a hot meal, sometimes not. But I cook for him all the time. He just loves to eat nothing but chicken, so that's all I buy. That's why, like, if you follow me on Snap, that's why I'm always posting them chickens, them whole chickens, because that's all he like to eat is chicken and pasta.
Yes.
So, but like God, ever since, like, I'm so thankful that we listen You know, and I was and then another thing is, God began to change me in the way I look at my husband, because I used to look at him like, okay, this is just my husband. Now I look at him, I'll be like, boy, go put them kids to sleep, because I'm about to, okay, anyway. But, but, yeah, God, like, changed the way I looked at him. It's like, I look at him more passionate now. I look at him, like, far more than just a baby daddy, you know, or my kid's father or whatever. It's just like we are so close. Like, dude, like he unlocked, like this what I say, he unlocked this level of craziness in me that I have never seen before. Like nobody, like dude, he be trying to catch me so he can record it and put it on Instagram. Dude, when I say I'm crazy, y'all ain't seen crazy. Like, oh my gosh, I even surprised myself. I be like, ooh, I'm crazy. Like he could tell you some of the times he just be sitting. Let me tell you, I got this one good friend. Her name is Alicia. I was on the phone with her one day. Man, no lie, I was walking down the steps. I looked down. I said, "Dang, did I put my bra on backwards?" And she just was like wanting to hang the phone up, come over and just like pray over me, and was just like, "How in the world?" And I was like, "Oh, wait a minute, I said that wrong." But I was talking about something different. But yeah, like I'm crazy. He could tell you all the time, like this level of craziness, I'm like through the roof. Like I need to be in somebody's like Malcolm Bliss or something. I don't know. But anything, did I miss anything else? Because we went through a lot. I kind of rushed through because I didn't want the video to be too long. But
still 20 minutes.
Yeah. Did we miss anything?
I mean certain parts, but that could be like for another time. But
it's like what?
I don't know, just some of the arguments and stuff like that. I honestly cannot tell y'all the last time we argued.
That's why I asked him that the other day. I said, when the last time we was mad at each other? Because it's like, dude, hold on. Like, this what I tell you how God changed me. Like, no, I cannot get mad at him for nothing. He likes to tickle all the time. And all the time, I don't be feeling like it. It could be the worst thing I'm about to tell him anything. He always say that he can't talk to me because I'm always laughing. Like, it don't matter what it is. He could be like, I'll be sitting there. And I'll be meaning to laugh. It's just because because he make me laugh. I don't know why I laugh, but I just be sitting there and we be having like the most deepest, serious conversation, like, and I just sit there and start laughing or crack a joke or start acting crazy. I don't know what it is with God. He just didn't change my whole view, because the minute I start saying God change him and starts praying, change me so I can get to understand him more, and he started doing that, now I just be like, that I don't even trip off that no more. Like some of the stuff he do, it used to get some of the stuff he still do just get under my skin, but for the most part I just be like, okay, whatever. Like when I would ask him to clean up, my clean and his clean is different. My clean is like deep clean. His clean is like my straighten up and this will be okay. And so we used to argue about that, and I used to be like, why you just can't clean the way I clean? But the minute God changed my way of thinking and my views and stuff, it's like, oh, okay, it's clean. That's something that I don't gotta do. Like, I can't stand the way he loads the dishwasher. It just be so wrong. He got everything out of order, but then I be like, shoot, now it's clean.
It's loaded. It's loaded
and it's clean. The dish is clean, okay. And if I feel like rearranging it, then I just rearrange it. But other than that, I just be like, okay, it's clean, you know. I think, let me see, what else? It seems like I'm missing something else.
I don't know. I'm just thankful for where we are today. I mean, you gotta become best friends. Y'all gotta be best friends, man. Like, laugh, talk. Don't be so serious all the time. Don't, you know, this is the miracle child, the one we don't know how it got here.
Say hi. My name is Kylie.
My name is Kylie.
Is Kira sleeping?
Yeah.
See, it's always one that be up, and then normally Kira be up and she be asleep. But because she took a nap early, that's probably why she's up. But
but yep, this is Kylie Marie Taylor.
My twin. But yeah, man, we gotta, you know, oh, this is what I was gonna say. We was together 8 months before we got married. and we're coming up on our 6-year anniversary.
Monday.
That sure is Monday.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Monday.
Monday will be 6
that we've been together. Dude.
And we was together for 8 months. So longevity, forget about all the people trying to tell you, oh, you got to be together this many years. No, when you know, you know.
And
we had so much opposition before we got married. From family, people in our ear telling us what we need to do, what we should or shouldn't put up with, or all types of things from the devil coming from every direction. That's how we had that confirmation from God that this was the one. We was given dreams from God. We was praying over it, and God made it come into fruition. Like He blessed it. And that's how He brought us from where we were then to where we are now. And we steady growing. We steady growing closer together. We steady growing closer together to God. And this is the product of everything we've been through so far. And it's only been a span of 6 years.
Yeah. And don't fall into the hype where, okay, well, if you're a man and you watching this, I got to save up 3 months' salary to get her a ring and all this stuff. Let me tell you. I should go get my ring. I don't feel like getting up. My ring when we first got married was $100. Oh, Kira, well, come on this side, Kira. Come around the other side. My ring was $100, and I was so thankful for that. I didn't care about that. When I got pregnant with Kylie, and it was, I think, yeah, this was for our anniversary. What year was that? I think it was our 2 or 3 year anniversary. Okay. Anniversary, and he upgraded me, you know. And this is the ring I've been rocking now. I hope you upgrade me again, you know, because I do a lot more now. But I'll wait. I'm content. I'm content with my rock, you know. I need to get my nails done though. But I'm a mom, and I haven't, you know, been able to get my, you know, whatever. But man, I ain't even care about that ring. I ain't care if I didn't even have a ring. I was married, and I was married to the man that I wanted, and it was the man that God prophesied. Cause I forgot to tell you this, God actually prophesied and told me that He had a husband. So God actually, honey. God prophesied to me that He had a husband for me, and He prophesied to him that he had a wife, but He was preparing her. And around all of this time was when I got saved or whatever. So, but this video is already reaching like 30 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and just cut it off here. I think we got through the gist of it. Maybe one day we can like really sit down and go through thoroughly some of the things that we dealt with in particular. So if it's like something that you're dealing with, go ahead and put it down below, you know, and we can try to do like a video on that, because we still have to do like part 3 and 4, because we got that list that I think I showed you guys on this video that we have to talk about. So this is our family -1 because Kaden is asleep, and we will see you guys for part 3. So, wait, girl, say bye. Bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
Alright, guys, so for me, and he told him, hey, come on now, you get the whole fit. Yeah, edit, because God told me.
Alright, come on.
You had a thing in the back. Hold on. Alright, God. But, what else I'm about? What am I talking about? Edit this going at the end with the bloopers. Okay, wait, what was I talking about? Okay, it must not been that important. Okay.
The ring?
Okay, I guess. Yeah, but it didn't matter. But I'm trying to think.
You gonna put it back up there? Yeah, it didn't matter. What didn't matter?
The rings don't matter as long as you. Oh, this one. Okay, down there. God, this is. Hey, remember what I was telling you about? I'm crazy. Okay. Now everybody be very still so I can like do a screenshot. Okay, look, Holly. Look at the camera. Say cheese.
Cheese.